Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ. What up, bro? Jeremy.
What's good?
And the Spirit of Bears.
April 25th, 2014, 2014.
Bringing you the 4th episode of the Justice Clubhouse Podcast.
Yeah.
We got a full week of DC TV because everything came back finally.
Yeah.
And the first one what we're going to be talking about is Supergirl. Episode was titled
Mr. and Mrs. Mxyzptlk.
And you guys can find the speed show right here. One sentence.
I can show you the world.
One Easter egg I didn't mention on the blog. Damn it. I have to second that. This episode was really good. Honestly, I think it's probably my favorite one from this season.
Yeah.
Even though it seemed more of like a filler, this is probably the most interesting filler villain that we've had yet.
I mean, yeah, for this episode, it's kind of a filler, but he could come back as something more.
Hell yeah. We've been mentioning that for like the longest time once he, got mentioned as being casted. So I guess we could just talk about the love triangle. If there had to be anybody who had, be a contender for Kara's affections against Mon-El, it would have been him. Because, Jimmy's kind of just been taking a back burner. He actually wasn't in this episode at all.
No.
I wonder why. But
no.
Mxyzptlk, there's very interesting adaptation for the DC TV universe. Did you like him?
Yeah. He actually fit in real well just for being introduced this episode.
Fifth dimensional beings are now a thing on these shows.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it exciting is because of his vast power that he has. But he's even though he doesn't look like the imp that, we're used to, like Batmite and Zook and people like those, like very tiny people, like Jiminy Cricket type people.
Imps.
Yeah, he acted the part though. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Could you have pictured anybody else? Like, I didn't know about Peter Gadiot, but could you have pictured anybody else playing this role?
No.
That perfectly.
No.
So yeah, so most of the episode was everybody pretty much trying to find love, or at least spend Valentine's Day with the people that they love.
Yeah.
John couldn't spend time with Megan because she went off into Mars, and that sucked. Lyra, we met a Stonehavener named Lyra who became Wynn's
Starhaven.
Starhaven, sorry.
Yeah.
I said Stonehaven? That's a different show. How'd you like Lyra?
She's feisty.
She's scary looking. She looks like something from Battlestar Galactica and like a vampire rolled into one. But I think she's a pretty good fit with Wynn. They're very opposite. I guess the cliche is true. Opposites do attract. Mm-hmm. Alex and Maggie went through some stuff that, I'm glad that they didn't super like go into that. Like they fixed that right away.
I mean, there's a little bit more this episode, but
yeah, it's
kind of understandable because it was sort of a Valentine's episode.
Yeah.
So.
But who could deny Alex when she walks in like that? Would be like, dink. Yeah, Maggie, I guess, kind of feel for her. Finally came out and told Alex the truth about her parents not accepting.
Yeah.
I think she said her dad wasn't accepting. And Kara was surprisingly the one who opened Maggie's eyes, right? Mm-hmm. She's like, cut my sister some slack because this is a special day for her.
Yeah.
And then that got settled. And then the whole Mon-El thing, I get that I like his character, but sometimes he could be too arrogant.
Mon-El?
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his intentions are good, but he has to understand that she's been protecting herself ever since she's a kid. Mm-hmm. And I guess they need to meet like halfway. Mon-El's like the only person so far that's really understood on that level.
Yeah.
Because they're sort of the same.
Well, yeah, that's what he's got to learn now.
Yeah. And she needs to learn that sometimes if she's going to let somebody like that in her life, you're going to want to protect her.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else on the team is trying to do. Yeah, he was being a butthead and I get trying to defend his honor, and it provided some pretty comedic action between him and
Mxyzptlk.
Yeah, Mxyzptlk. Or Mixie. Just call him Mixie, yeah. And Mixie is super OP.
Yeah, he just doesn't use it to its full potential.
I was surprised that he was actually emulating Superman's powers. Like, he jacked up Parasite and he even had the super breath going on.
He brought him back too.
Yeah, they showed just like a little bit of what he could do, and definitely something that they could come back to in order to do things in this universe.
Yeah.
But for a Valentine's Day / cheesy / slightly drama filled episode, it surprisingly had a good amount of action.
Yeah, I approve of this episode.
Mixie stole the show from everybody.
Yeah.
When he animated Jor-El's statue in the Fortress of Solitude, that just looked amazing.
All he has to do is just literally snap his fingers.
Yeah. Single-handedly brought us more action than we've seen in the last couple of months.
That is true. Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
Because the fight scenes have been pretty like, but there's actually like a fist fight scene between him and Mon-El, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah. And then Kara played pretty much everybody and almost married him, but not really. She just wanted to draw him out. And actually got him to say his name or spell his name backwards. I guess that's within the laws of him getting banished out of that dimension.
Yeah.
And you can't help but feel for him when he's like, I just wanted someone to love me. And he just disappears. And then Manal and Kara finally got it on. And Win has a new girlfriend. And Maggie and Alex are okay. And then John was just like, I'm alone. And that's pretty much the episode, yes?
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
The Aladdin reference.
Yes.
The song.
I wonder if he gets that in the fifth dimension. Do they just have the same things we have, or like does he?
I
he
don't
just
know.
knows of everything
I
in
think
existence.
because he's fifth dimension, and he said that he's been studying Kara or watching Kara. Probably just watches everything else around the other dimensions.
So my guess is like, you know, like when Flash and his team or you know Kara when she did, like when they travel through the breaches, you know how Barry like sees everything like that.
Yeah, that's probably
like,
how he sees it.
Maybe he's like how we see it from the inside. He's on the outside of it, just like looking.
Dude,
in.
it's like what's that called in that scary movie, the funny one, Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Where that dude was he was like looking at what's her name and all those TV screens.
Yeah,
That's basically
how
I picture Mxy.
Like the old guy. He was like yeah. That's really funny. So another Easter egg is obviously the fifth dimension, and he's being a fifth dimensional imp. Zook. John mentioned
the imp
type of people. Well, they're called a type of people, and then he had his partner in crime on Mars was named Zook, who was also part of the same people. It looked like Pluto. He also canoodles with all these types of imps with Mxy and Batmite.
Nice. The small one is Hamilton was mentioned.
What was mentioned?
The musical.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. While they're on stage.
Nice. So like they mentioned that twice this DC TV week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the other one when we get to that show. Starhaven.
Yeah.
It's another Legion of Superheroes reference because one of the Legion is from there.
Yeah.
It's a bird. Cool.
Oh, go ahead. Huh?
That would be cool if Lyra was one.
Legion?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. It's a bird, it's a plane reference.
Who said that?
Just random people when they saw Mxy.
The more that we hear Superman references, the more hopeful I am that he'll show up again.
Blight again.
They could be the next big bad for the crossover next year.
Yeah, probably.
They're an alien race who are ugly as hell. If you thought the Dominators were creepy, you haven't seen anything yet.
Mxy's his pose.
Oh yeah, when he was laying on the trash can.
Yeah,
it's a classic Mxy pose, but he's usually doing that to Superman. I guess that's one thing I was sad about, is that Superman wasn't referenced by him, like because usually they have a history. So I guess this is the very first time he's come into contact with.
But I mean, the suit was sort of like a reference.
Oh yeah, so he did know, but they didn't mention any backstory.
Yeah.
Man, that'd been awesome. He was like, I fought your cousin and he sucks or something like that. But is that it for Easter eggs?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so what do we see in the preview for next week?
Jeremiah Danvers is back.
Yes, it's titled Homecoming.
Yeah, and half of the team thinks that there's something wrong.
I think it's just Mon-El thinks that there's something wrong, because he was the only one that's like...
I thought Jean was also questioning.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, I think so.
I just got confused because I saw Cyborg Superman on there too. So
I probably...
He looked like all sinister.
Wrong. Yeah.
That must be hard playing the dual role, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that pretty much it? They're just questioning, and then Alex is like, I think she was talking to Kara, or she was talking to Mon-El, who was hiding behind Kara. She's like, you're either part of the family or you're not.
Yeah.
Something like that. So it looks like there's going to be some drama stirring up. Oh, and Mama Danvers is there too.
Mm-hmm.
So theories. Mxy is going to come back. Our theory is that he's going to merge these worlds together at some point.
Yeah.
He has the power to do so, and if they follow the comics at all, they've been doing a pretty good job of keeping his powers close to the source material. So apparently there's a 90-day ban from the dimension after he says his name backwards.
So 3 months?
Yeah, that's for any imp. So maybe...
I mean, that'll be sick if they followed by the actual story of like this season.
Yeah.
Where the 90 days is 3 months and it's actually... He comes back at the end of the season by May.
He's just like, since you guys like playing together, boop, and he creates a pocket dimension.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what pocket dimension is? Being called the Time Trapper actually created one, which is he basically combined 2 worlds together. So it'd be interesting for them to combine Earth 1 and Earth 38 together, so that way, you know, they don't always have to be crossing over, but it just makes it easier for them to cross over, especially if the bads are coming together.
Yes.
So that's crazy. Earth 1, a whole universe exists, and then on Earth 38, another whole universe exists. So does that mean the whole universe shifts over into the next Earth? You get what I'm saying?
How
Because
so?
they're part of a constellation.
Yeah, what are you trying to...
What I'm saying is, does that shift over to the other Earth? Because Earth is part of a whole entire solar system.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, does that solar system from Earth 38, if Kara was to move her Earth there, does that mean everything that in her universe comes over to that other universe? Because that's a whole different, they could have different planets and everything.
That's deep, but yeah, I think it really depends. Like you're saying, some dimensions have different planets and stuff.
Because that would be a bumble F. Because you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like planets would have to be replacing each other. They'd be in each other's space. Because it's...
I mean, if it were to merge, I think it would just be the actual Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, but then see, that's what sucks is like we haven't seen many aliens in Flash, so they need to start introducing others than the Dominators.
Yeah.
And I guess the theories for this show, we're gonna agree that Manal's parents are gonna be played by Kevin Sorbo and Terry Hatcher, right?
Yeah, most likely.
And that's probably gonna cause some drama. Mm-hmm. Jeremiah Danvers will probably be revealed to not be him. Maybe he's
a clone.
Yeah, either a clone, shapeshifter, or he's an apparition, like he's dead or something.
Yeah.
It's not the real him. Or easier answer would be he gained superpowers after he came back to life.
Or he's a super villain.
Oh no. That would be awesome though if he was. Create conflict.
Yeah.
And I hope that the show starts putting Jimmy into an arc that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because Guardian is a badass. It's just that he needs to be matched up with his own bad guy and like create his own story instead of always like picking up the particles of whatever happened before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he deserves an interesting arc. Another thing is I thought Lena Luthor down the line, if she becomes bad, like you said, she could be an ideal candidate for Superwoman.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever see Lex Luthor, at least in the next couple seasons.
I'm also seeing this.
Yeah.
More and more that Alex, I feel like she might be like some sort of Batgirl or Batwoman.
Batwoman?
Yeah. One or the other.
Yeah, she's closer to Batwoman.
I don't know. I just see it.
Well, then that would provide the TV show with their version of the Dark Knight without having to touch on Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Might as well, right? And then she moves to Gotham City, and then we get to see it there.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that would suck, though.
Why?
Like, that means if the show follows, like, a certain rule, if M'gann comes back, right?
Yeah.
She would need her own arc. And let's just say in order to do that, they would have to write Maggie out. And Maggie goes back to Gotham City. But then she takes Alex with her.
Yeah.
And then she's gone for a little bit. And then when she comes back, then she'll be Batgirl, but she'll be more of like a recurring person instead of a main character.
Yeah, I mean, if they write it like that.
That would make me sad, but I guess that they need that sort of
ever
change.
Evolving.
Keeping the same people there sometimes, like you need to just change it up just a little. You have any other theories though?
No, I am allowed.
Win? Think his relationship with Lyra is gonna last?
Oh, maybe.
You think M'gann will come back this season?
Or this Superman? Season?
Yeah.
One or the other.
One or the other.
I'd like to have Superman back. Talking about Win.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he might be a superhero since he mentions Starhaven a lot.
He's either Starman or Star Spangled Kid or Star Boy.
Yeah.
I'm a Star.
Because there's so many references to that.
Yeah.
Or that he makes to the Starhaven, to Star Spangled, whatever.
Oh, he might go. Like, maybe he might go to the future.
Be part of the Legion?
Yeah, because
superheroes?
In the comics, Kara goes
to
the future, but maybe he'll have that storyline where he goes to the future instead.
Oh.
That would suck, but at least, like maybe he'll be like, oh, there's trouble, and then he brings Kara and them to there.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Any other theories?
I think that's it.
Final thoughts about the episode?
Solid. It's a lot more fun, this episode.
Yes. I think that being a filler and having a filler episode be the highlight out of a season is kind of weird, but in this case we hope that we see Mxyzptlk again, because he was probably the most interesting villain that they've had on the show so far. Oh, Metallo, you think he'll come back? I think he'll come back as that like fully cybernetic.
Yeah.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really good episode. So with that being said, you guys, we'll see you in The Flash. All right, so we're going to be talking about The Flash now. This episode is titled Attack on Gorilla City. You guys can find the speed show right here. Right, so one sentence for this one.
God is God.
Nice. I'm going to do the, ooh, banana. This is probably the best one. Like I said, for the last Supergirl episode that we just talked about, this one was probably my favorite this season.
Yeah.
Grodd looked amazing. It looked like he changed a little bit. He looked like he got a little bit smaller. Introduced to Solivar. How'd you like Solivar?
Solivar is a freaking giant, yo.
He is amazing, and he's voiced by an amazing person, Keith David.
Nice.
I don't even know where to begin. I guess we split the teams up.
Yeah.
So So Earth 2 team was Barry, Cisco, Caitlin, and Julian.
Yeah.
After he decided like, oh, I want to go to a different dimension. It sounds fun. And their mission was to save Harry because apparently he was captured by Grodd along with his team who were pulverized.
Yeah.
And going into it, I think we even said it last episode that we reviewed that this was gonna be bad for Barry. Like we knew that going into this, it was like the Justice League episode where Grodd tricked the Flash into doing, or not just the Flash, but the Justice League into doing his bidding to take out Solivar.
Yeah.
When in reality, it's Grodd who is a bad person because Solivar just rules Gorilla City and kind of just takes care of his people. But here he flipped the story, said that he was the victim and that Solivar was going to attack Earth 1. Not true. What he saw was Solivar saw the team as a threat to their kind, right? It's the complete opposite. And Grodd orchestrated the whole fight between Barry and Solivar. How did you like that fight?
That was insane, dude. They stepped up their editing and CGI game a lot.
We saw thousands of monkeys in the stands.
That's crazy.
How did they do it? It was like whoever did that, whoever copy pasted all those monkeys over there, that must have been a long, process. But that was an amazing, like the whole entire thing was a spectacle.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the team sadly, they weren't able to see like the beauty of it. They had to stay in the cells that were dampening their powers and do what they do usually, which is guide Barry through the fight. And I just wish that the fight was a little longer and that Barry landed a couple more punches, right?
Yeah.
Because he landed one solid one after
it failed.
Yeah.
And then he had to do like the vibe.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't think that Solivar was gonna knock him down with the thing. That stadium, how big do you think that was? Like a football stadium? Well, maybe probably, twice the size of a football stadium?
No, probably 10 times.
Yeah. So how does he's a big gorilla.
Yeah.
But he hit the ground so hard that it hit the
knocked Barry off balance.
Yeah. While he was running on the sides of the stadium. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then he reverse flashed him, able to knock his the wind out of him. But he didn't kill him, which is what Grodd wanted.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic. Barry's like, we don't want war with Gorilla Kind. We love you. Good night. And he just gets...
Drop the mic.
Yeah. I don't know who Grodd was talking to because he had somebody... I guess he has some monkeys on his side.
Yeah, probably some.
Because he tranked Barry. Well, it wasn't him. I had somebody do it for him.
Yeah.
And then Grodd revealed that he was the one that wanted to take over Earth 1. But luckily Caitlin was there because everybody would have been a lot deader soon. And someone did die this episode. So you want to tell them who that was?
Barry Allen.
Yes. And how did he die?
Caitlin froze him.
Did you see that happening at all like that?
No. I thought since Cisco requested, I thought that he was the one that was going to die. But
they definitely put a more lighter tone to that death idea because we didn't think that they're gonna go through with it. But yeah, I agree that Caitlin was gonna off Cisco and it would have been like something dramatic. But instead, it was Barry getting killed.
Yeah,
and then
just for like a couple minutes.
Yeah, he threw him on a bag of bones. Yeah, that was hilarious. Julian actually you saw like this different side of him. It's like, come on, mate,
you can do it. Wake up.
And then when Barry came out of it, he's like, hey, good mate. And yeah, they were able to save Harry.
Yeah.
Thankfully. And Barry was able to. That was sick. It's like little moments like that is what makes me psyched for his character.
Yeah.
Because first off, people don't realize how powerful he really is. That lever that he pulled up is meant for gorillas like 3 times his size.
Mm-hmm.
So he was at least lifting maybe 400 or 500 pounds of weight trying to get them out of the cage.
Yeah.
And then after that, he ran all 4 of them out into the middle of the woods.
Together, yeah.
Yeah, he carried all of them.
That's crazy.
I'm almost certain he had like 3 of them on his back while he carried like maybe Caitlin on his arm.
Yeah.
People say that he is weak or he's not coming to. Look at what he did there. He saved everybody.
Barry's got the backpack skills.
Yeah. That was literally the plot of the Deathly Hallows, okay? He died, he came back to life, and then he saved his friends.
Yeah.
Barry is a wizard. And yeah, they go back and Grodd just misses the breach when Cisco opened and closed it.
Yeah.
He was pissed. He's like, no.
Very pissed.
And then going to Earth 1 while this team is traveling back during the time they're in Gorilla City, the people who were left were HR, Joe, Iris, who did nothing, Jesse, and Wally. And Jesse and Wally have this like disconnect because they haven't seen each other in a while or haven't actually talked. I'm pretty sure that there's some roaming charges on separate Earth, so that's a pretty good reason as to
Also,
why
frequency changes. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not an easy thing to keep contact with somebody that's from a different dimension.
Yeah.
And she felt like that Wally was attracted to her speed instead of her before, and now that he had it, he didn't see her the same way, I guess. So a little bit teen drama there, not too bad. And she pretty much had the same, attitude throughout the episode. And then again, that's backed up by the fact that her father missing and could be dead. The West tried to help Wally, his teen drama stuff again, and then HR stepped in and was actually the one who kind of bridged them together, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And that was pretty funny, like when she hugged him at the beginning, he's like, oh yes, see, this is how you start the day. You hug people. You hug. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then everybody because I guess the bad guys are not really worthy to talk about on their end because there's just a bunch of criminals, robbers. And then when everybody regroups at the end, Harry talked about kicking HR out of the world, but Cisco's like, no, we need a Wells here.
Yeah.
And he's definitely gonna kill him now because HR definitely set up Wally and Jesse again.
Yeah.
He's like, invite me to the wedding. And he looks at him, he's like, he's gonna kill me. And everybody's okay towards the end of the episode there. Caitlin, even though she used her powers, she was able to control it because of Julian. And he's starting to have a lighter side because he's spending time with her. Even though she's warning him that she could go crazy at any time. And I guess their mission now is to stop Savitar and make sure that the future doesn't happen with Iris dying.
Yeah.
And they leave us with that. But it's not over yet. The guerrilla attack is not over because what happens at the end?
Grodd talks to Gypsy.
Yes.
And they form an alliance.
With his army. Yeah. I don't know. He looks like a child sitting on the throne.
I mean, yeah, it is meant to be for Solivar, so.
Like mopey.
And he's like half his size.
Is
so.
it really? I thought they're the same size.
No, dude. Do you see when he slapped Grodd?
Oh,
when he
that-
first
I thought that
introduced, that was Solivar.
No, I know that was Solivar. I didn't know that.
That was Grodd,
I thought Grodd went out of the room one
No,
day.
he's like,
Okay.
hey, I gotta show you this. And then he's like, you brought humans to this earth.
Oh, that's mean.
Do you see how, like, the size difference?
No, I didn't. I have to go
Solivar
back.
is like, he's a giant compared to Grodd.
I mean, right, Grodd's logic is like, I can't beat someone bigger than me, so I'm gonna get somebody even smaller than me to fight
Yeah.
him. Okay, that makes sense, but the logic is kind of funny there. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool then. Yeah, so the guerrilla attack will happen. So that's another no-no because that's a future thing that's supposed to happen that leads up to Iris's death. So they kind of didn't prevent it. And I guess Easter eggs.
Planet of the Apes?
Yes.
Wasn't Julian in it?
Yeah.
Tom Felton?
Tom Felton was the zookeeper, I believe. Or not the zookeeper, but like he tended to the apes.
And this was the remake, or?
Yeah, the first one, the Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, okay.
And the funny thing is he got locked in the cage in that movie too. So he has experience, except this time he was a little bit more accepting of the monkeys up until they, try to kill him.
Indiana Jones?
Yes.
His outfit?
Yeah, he can't escape the jokes.
Yeah.
If he keeps dressing like that.
Can't escape the memes.
He mentioned Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
When he made his excuse to sing to go to another Earth, he said like he forwarded the case to somebody in Bloodhaven. Could they be talking about Dick Grayson, aka Nightwing?
Ooh.
Maybe. Batman doesn't show up in his universe. Might as well let his, ward
Yeah.
show up.
Why not?
Gorilla City. This episode was loosely based off of the episode of Justice League where Grodd made the Justice League try to do his dirty work trying to get rid of Solivar.
Yeah.
Other way around. And his Gorilla Grodd armor, I haven't seen that anywhere like in the comics. I know like you mentioned before, like he has a gold helmet instead.
Yeah.
And the cape, we didn't see the cape yet.
No cape.
But that armor is actually in DCUO.
Ah.
The apes use it in the game. So I guess they do take a little bit of ideas from like
everything
property
DC, yeah.
that they have.
Yeah.
You have any other Easter eggs?
No, I think that's it for me.
Oh yeah, and like I said, the Barry dying was kind of like a nod to Harry dying in the Deathly Hallows.
Nice.
There's like that whole entire plot. What do we see in the previews?
Preview. The Flash family versus Grodd and his army.
Attack on
Central. Yeah.
So another event that's supposed to lead up to Iris's death is coming true, and that sucks because we tried everything this episode to stop it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got Gypsy, honestly. You know how they sent out the messages to like Wells and everything?
Yeah.
Cryptogram or something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe they did the same thing, or he did the same thing, and he was like,
but I thought she's supposed to like do justice or serve justice.
Yeah, maybe Grodd said to her like,
Oh, exactly what he did to
Yeah,
what
she's
he
like,
did to Barry.
I have Harry. Oh no, I have HR because he had Harry.
Yeah.
And then baited her there by saying that she had him.
Yeah.
So that maybe it's like, oh, maybe I can take him, and then my superiors will be happy that I finally captured him.
Yeah.
But,
Either that or like he told her like, oh, they're going cross dimension again, and they're doing stuff to me. So.
And then he just
Catch
mind controlled her.
Yeah.
Dang it, man, Gypsy.
Oh, I forgot that he has that power. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because that's why she's like.
Yeah.
And you
She
see
kind of
the
looked out of it. Yeah.
monkey army behind her.
Yeah.
So she's the catalyst in getting everybody to Earth 1.
Yep.
And that is going to be amazing, seeing a gorilla attack throughout Central City next episode. I really can't obviously they're going to fight Grodd and feed him. Hopefully we see Soliver again though, and hopefully Barry apologizes for that ass kicking he gave him, because that was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Maybe they do like the end of the Justice League episode where they catch Grodd, and then Solivar, because he had the telepathic abilities too.
Yeah.
So, because some versions of him don't have it. He's just the leader of the city.
Yeah.
So maybe they create the dampener for Grodd's head, and then they make him like stupid. Because they at the end of the episode they lock him in a cage and he becomes dumb.
No.
So I still think that down the line they're going to be able to do a lot of these gorilla stories. It'd be awesome.
Yes.
As far as Savitar, he's supposed to be coming into contact with Wally in an episode titled The Wrath of Savitar, and I think that's the one directly after the attack on Central City.
Yeah.
And we might see steps of Wally becoming the Reverse Flash.
Uh-oh.
So we're obviously hoping that it's going to be like one big hurrah, like towards the end of the season, where it's Barry, Wally, Caitlin, Cisco, Jesse,
Henry,
Jay
Garrett.
Yeah, Jay Garrett comes back. And there's supposed to be another like speedster, I think.
Max Mercury.
Yeah, maybe him, or what's his name? Accelerated Man, or
Yeah.
Johnny Quick.
Yeah, Johnny Quick.
Because
Yeah,
there's a
that's
guy
the other
with
dude.
silver hair that was taken, a photo was taken of him on the Flash
You
set.
said silver hair?
Silver hair, yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Quick. His alias is also Quicksilver. They call him the Quicksilver of DC.
So maybe he that's him. 'Cause
Johnny Quick,
It showed
that's
somebody
sick.
with silver hair on set.
Did it show the actor or just?
Yeah, it showed his face, but it's not someone we know.
Oh.
It's a newcomer, it looks like.
Oh.
So maybe he might be aiding the team. We still have to have the return of Eddie and Ronnie.
Yeah.
And maybe or maybe not, Caitlin might become Killer Frost and have her battle with Cisco. We'll see. Let's put it on the table who we think is going to die. I think it might be HR or Harry. It's either one of the two.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Who else do you think is going to die?
I mean, yeah, they can't have two.
Small
they
chance-
can have two HRs or Harrys, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have no idea.
Joe, maybe, like the smallest chance it might be him, or Wally. Well, like in the sense that Wally will sacrifice himself to seal Savitar away instead.
I feel like he might be the one that suffers a fate worse than death.
Yeah, which is to become a bad guy, but
Yeah.
technically he could take two,
Of those three?
like die in the sense that his character is gonna become somebody else, like
Yeah, something else.
something. Yeah,
But
so
who would be the one that betrays? Just
I think-
him too?
Harry will betray H. It does end up being the two of them.
Yeah.
Like having to choose either one. Harry will betray HR by sacrificing him or something.
Oh.
And then HR is like, it'll come full circle for his character because he's been wanting to do something
Yeah.
to help the team. So maybe, remember Cisco's like, maybe one day you're going to have to help me. And then that's what it is.
Oh. So we're gonna have Earth 2 Harry back as the main Wells?
Yeah. HR's like, he has an idea.
Yeah.
And he's already putting things in place on this Earth that can continue his legacy, like Star Labs Museum.
Yeah.
So it's not like he will be forgotten. He will be remembered because he's
That's
already
true.
making moves on this earth. So I think that they're already establishing his, if he were to die, he still has something there that will remind us that he was there.
Yeah.
Sort of story. And any other theories though? Like maybe Jesse. I think it's gonna be like the Young Justice episode where they tried to stop that like whirlwind thing from happening, or like the Earth being destroyed. And it's gonna be like Barry, Wally.
I thought they're trying to stop a dude that looks like Red Tornado.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's like a silver bot.
Yeah, so they try
Yeah,
to
who
stop
that was.
him,
Yeah.
and in this case, it's Savitar, and they're gonna have like a super Speed Force like battle where
Dude, that'd be insane. That'd be sick if they did that.
Barry, Wally, Jesse, and Jay were running in circles and stuff, and you
Yeah.
got Cisco and Caitlin like firing blasts at him or whatever
Yeah.
if they could, and then they open up the like a certain area of the Speed Force where they locked away Superboy Prime in the comics, and maybe just to prove that he can be a hero, or he like takes all the stuff that he learned in Wally, and then he just bodies Savitar into that part of the Speed Force along with himself.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it could be loosely interpreted like what Savitar said. Someone who will betray, someone who will die, someone who will...
Suffer a fate worse than death.
Yes. Who says that can't be one person?
Yeah, what if it's just Wally?
Because technically he's betraying them by like going out of his way to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
But it's not like a bad betrayal. It's like more of like maybe like a betrayal of his relationship with Jesse. Like he promises that they're gonna be safe, but then he does that.
Yeah.
It's very like Wally too, like in the comics or in the Young Justice episode. He did that to protect his teammate.
And Artemis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically that's who Jesse is in this case.
Yeah.
She's Artemis. But those are just theories, you know, we'll see how it pans out. Can't wait to see Savitar back, and I can't wait to see who's underneath that metallic armor.
Yeah.
Eddie.
Eddie
or somebody.
Dude, I still
else.
believe that's Eddie.
I want to believe that it's Eddie, because that would be so cool if he was revealed to be the big bad. And then that pendant around his neck will have had importance.
My theory on Cobalt Blow is right.
We're gonna have to see it.
Hopefully, if not, then it's okay.
It's still a story they could save.
Yeah.
They always revisit it.
Yeah.
Any more theories?
No, I think I'm all out.
Oh, the Mr. Mxyzptlk, hopefully he comes back in time to bridge the gap between the Flash and Supergirl crossover with Mxyzptlk. Another one. Because that's going to happen in a month from now. That's crazy, dude. We're going to be seeing characters from Supergirl, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, all in one place.
No
singing.
Arrow.
Yeah, I know. There's a more serious story going on there. Like, I mean, more serious and grounded story.
Yeah.
This is a little bit out of Oliver's element for now. But yeah, I can't wait to see all these people sing. It's going to be amazing. Anything else? Final thoughts?
Me like. I want to see more gorillas.
I cannot wait for the second part. This is obviously going to be one of the best arcs on this show, other than the crossover. And I would say the same about Savitar, but we just haven't seen enough of him. Hopefully we get back to that and they start showing us some stuff that's pretty cool. So with that being said, we'll see you guys in Legends of Tomorrow. Alright, so we're about to hop into Legends of Tomorrow. This episode was titled Camelot 3000. You guys can check out the speed show right here. One sentence.
I took a trip to the year 3000. This song had gone multi-platinum. Everybody bought a 7th album.
He was singing the busted version.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
not the Jonas Brothers. No.
Not that we have anything against
That's not the original.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out, because that needs to be said. I think I'll second that, because I can't think of anything having to do with the episode that's witty. So, where do you even...
Sarah Lancelot?
Oh, damn it. That was a good one. But yes, they head to the year 3000, Detroit, where they find a dead...
Charles.
Captain Midnight. No, not Captain. Dr. Midnight. Sorry, yes. Charles...
Sergeant Midnight.
Dr.
Colonel Midnight.
Who had a fragment of the spear.
Yeah.
Which Rip or Slash, or we'll just call him
Rex.
Ripex.
Ripex.
Yeah, call him Ripex.
Okay.
Ripex stole it from him and killed him.
Yeah.
And it's not revealed to the team right away, but we figured, before even them going to Camelot, that members of the team were going to be spread out through time with a piece of the fragment of the JSA.
Yeah.
And that's elaborated on a little bit later in the episode. So head to 507 AD, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Meet King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And they also meet Merlin, who is revealed to be...
Hey, I'm looking out for my star girl. Yeah, her.
Courtney. And she is hiding a piece which she doesn't want to give up.
Yeah.
She tells the team the story of Rip joining the JSA on the mission to Leipzig, which was to retrieve this spear. Mm-hmm. And he broke it up into pieces and said, like, we can't let this fall into the
Take
wrong
this
hands.
bread.
Yeah. And they basically...
eat of it.
She's their second stop because Charles is dead. And she's obviously pissed because Amaya didn't protect her friend, and she was about to do the same thing, which was take the piece and then leave. And Legion of Doom followed them there, so they know what's going on. But it was only Damien, right? And Ripex. Right?
Yeah.
It was just the two of them.
Yeah.
And they rain hell on Camelot. This is not sitting well with the Legends, especially Ray, because he is apparently a huge fan of anything in that area. Mm-hmm. He wants to stay and help. He wants to make sure that the people of Camelot are saved. Ripex and Damien gain control of Arthur.
Yeah, with a mind control device.
Yes. How'd you like that whole mind control thing going back and forth, like between them and Stein and Jax and Rory? Did you see that going on all the way it did? Like, I thought it was going to be Stein to take over the
Yeah,
brains,
I thought it was.
But who was it?
It was Mick.
I mean,
he just had a stronger or more powerful mind.
Enough of a twisted mind to to get people to get off of that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious if you think about it. They had to put Psycho's head into the heads of other people so that they could get off the mind control.
Yeah.
So does that mean he has immunity to it now?
Maybe.
Because he wasn't feeling.
Yeah,
anything.
I think that's what it is.
Because he built
He's
up
too
a
strong
tolerance.
for that. Yeah.
His willpower is like up there.
Yeah.
Since he's been already, mind controlled.
Yeah.
And yeah, so towards the end of this episode, the Legends won. The Mick was actually the savior, which was hilarious. And they got Rip back.
Yeah. Repex.
Ripex. Did you expect Ray to actually go after Damien? Did you think that was going to end up the way it did?
No.
What did you think was going to happen to Ray when he chased after Damien?
I didn't even expect that to happen. I would have expected him to listen to the group, but
I thought he was going to die.
yeah, you thought so?
I know he was...
But he said that he had the suit.
Yeah, he had
under
the
him.
suit, but still, his head was exposed and everything. He could have just chopped it off because Damien's...
He's savage.
Both armed and unarmed, he can kill somebody.
Yeah.
But at least they got Ray back and they got away with their lives, and piece of the spear, which was hidden in what?
The sword.
Yes. The sword and the stone. It was at the very tip of it.
I think that was sort of a given.
Yeah.
I don't know why Repex and Damien couldn't find it. And the team.
They're like, I mean, it's a given, but sometimes it's the last place you would expect.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say it's there. So
Yeah.
we're just going to disregard that it's there. And yeah, it was hidden, but Courtney decided to, even though they're safe and everything, she decided to stay. Because
Yeah.
she fell in love with Arthur. But Arthur's married to Guinevere, right?
Yeah, but Guinevere likes someone else.
Yeah. She likes Sarah. She's still in all types of girls throughout history. And,
Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
Nate's history book changed itself because it showed Ray dying, but
Yeah.
this time it was that scene that introduced Nate to the whole entire universe was that right there when Ray was dubbed. So I think that's pretty cool that they remembered that. What did Jack say to Rip at the end there?
Oh, he's like, if you touch my friends and family, you're gonna die.
That's intense, man. I don't think that's a good thing for Jax though.
No, that's a bad call.
I think that's foreshadowing something on his end.
Oh no.
But Rip ended up talking to Gideon, so it looks like he's got an ally on the ship.
Yeah, that sucks.
He's like, Gideon? He's like, yes, I'm
Yes,
here.
Captain.
Yeah, and then he's like, always and then he smiles. So before we get into theories, Easter eggs.
Camelot in 3000.
Yes. There's actually a Camelot 2000, and that was like one of my favorite
Yeah?
movies back then. Yeah.
Oh, there's a comic. That's a comic book reference too.
Yes, for DC.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it stayed as faithful as it should have, but
Yeah,
it was
I'm
still
not
really
sure.
awesome.
Yeah. Knights of the Round Table.
Yes, that was
The whole thing about that's still under Camelot. Yeah.
Nate quoted a philosopher, George Santavana,
Yeah.
saying that those who do not remember history are condemned to repeat it.
Yeah.
But he changed it a little bit. The king has left the building. That was an Elvis reference. Damien actually made a...
Yeah.
It's funny when villains do that. He's like,
No one got it?
as a kid, yeah. That was funny. Yeah, the manuscript of Ray being knighted was what Nate showed to Oliver when he first introduced himself.
I'd say the mind control device. It
Yes.
reminded me of the Scarab.
From Blue Beetle.
Yeah, that Blue Beetle uses.
Concept is sort of the same.
Yeah.
It just needs to be on the back of the
Yeah.
here.
And actually fused with the body.
Are you guys teasing something?
I hope so.
They made
Blue
us-
Beetle is like, sorry, that's like my second favorite character next to Flash.
He needs to come along with Booster Gold.
Yeah.
They need to
Maybe
do
that's
that.
what they're doing. Yeah, it's just like little hints.
That Booster Gold is coming with him?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, I'm excited, dude.
Ray had a lightsaber. He changed his sword, the sword of Galahad, into his own little...
Yeah,
lightsaber.
then
That's pretty
that one soldier, it's like a saber.
Yeah. No, he said it's
Made
like
of light.
Yeah. that's funny.
Yeah, but don't call it a lightsaber because you know those trademark issues.
That's funny.
They also referenced Star Wars, the whole Damien and Rey fight.
Yeah.
In the woods.
Yeah.
The snowy woods.
That's pretty awesome. I like that they're poking fun at the fact that they can't make certain references, and then
Yeah.
they
They still kind of do it. Yeah.
And another thing is, it's not more of an Easter egg, but it's kind of like something funny. But Maya, when they first got introduced to Arthur's Knights, when Guinevere found them in the woods, she said that Nate had leprosy because his skin.
Yeah. He's like,
that's-
I'm not a leper.
But yeah, that's pretty funny. Anything else?
Me, no.
Anything on the previews for next week? Oh no, we have to wait 2 weeks now. There's another break.
Yeah.
Land of the Lost. They have Rip back, and Sarah and Jax, I believe, decide to go into his head to get the Rip back because he's repressing that side of him.
Oh.
And they're gonna fight evil versions of themselves. Sorry. Evil versions of themselves.
Evil virgins.
Inside Rip's head.
Oh.
So sort of like we're gonna be in somebody else's brain, which is I think that's a pretty interesting premise
cool.
for an episode.
Yeah.
And Rip causes the ship to crash land like 70 million years in the past.
What?
Yeah, like they're missing a piece of the ship, so Ray
70 million years. So they're back in like dinosaur.
Like the
or even before dinosaurs.
It's like that movie with Will Ferrell, you know, when he's getting hit blood sucked out
Yeah,
of him
yeah,
with the
yeah.
giant mosquito. But yeah, Ray, Amaya, and Nate go out to find that piece, I think. And then Mick and Stein are the ones that send Sarah and Jackson to his
Dude, this show
subconscious.
is so insane.
It really is. They have so much room to, because it's like watching the Justice League, but it's not at the same time because the stories are original.
Yeah.
They have DC comic characters, but they
have
much
some
freedom.
references to certain comic book stories, but
Yeah.
like you said, they still make it their own.
Which is freaking awesome. Hopefully we get to see Start because the season is actually rounding out soon. It's gonna end on April.
They said he's legit part of the Legion.
Yeah, he's legit gonna be part of the Legion.
So what's up with them, man?
They have about 5 episodes left.
Yeah,
so
they
need to introduce him soon.
Sooner rather than later.
Unless the Legion is like, it's just basically gonna be swapping out members. Like, so one of them might die or they might be locked away in another time, but then somebody else will step up. So maybe Snart will be part of another group or another batch of Legion.
Oh.
Legionnaire. Oh no, Legionnaire's for the good people. I guess that's pretty much. And then they have the impending attack of the Black Flash.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason Eobard is trying to go after the spear. But can it really kill the Black Flash? That's
I think
the
he could
question.
erase the Black Flash.
But he's death. You can't really erase death. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe for now, it's kind of like locking somebody away.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be able
They'll
to come
always
back
find
again.
their way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as Eobard's walking around with no real reason to him actually walking around, because Eddie's dead.
That's gonna suck. He's just gonna have to keep walking.
Yeah.
Or have someone take him to a different time.
That's why he wasn't zipping back and forth this episode. He just like stayed there because he knows that the Black Flash is out there. But hopefully that's when they bring in like speedsters like Jay Garrick or Bart on the show.
Dude, if they bring in Bart Allen, that would
be Crash.
Yeah, that's so Crash.
That would be. But yeah, I want to see a little bit more of those characters come into play here.
Yes.
Even though it's fun seeing them go on these adventures to various times, we'd like to see different
characters.
Yeah. Any other theories?
They should make a superhero Watchtower TV show.
Yes. By the end of this, call a TV show Watchtower. This is the idea I pitched to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Months and months ago. Since they don't like naming the shows that character straight up, other than The Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah.
They should just have a TV show called Watchtower. That way people are not, what do you call that?
They're not bound to certain characters.
Yeah. And that way they don't complain that it's not the Justice League. It's like everybody.
Yeah, and then they have certain groups each episode or in each couple episodes. Introduce other characters and then have them travel to different places.
We're campaigning. Okay, I don't care. People who are watching this, Jeremy and I are campaigning to be Hawk and Dove. Okay,
Hawk.
He's Hawk. I'm Dove.
Yeah, I'm gonna go insane.
We're
I love that storyline.
Currently, we are getting into shape.
Yeah.
We are very into these comic book characters. We're
I'm
very
practicing
into the stories.
my vocals, trying to learn how to speak in front of a microphone and camera.
I could just be like, caw. Hire us, please. We'll put out some sort of video when I'm strong enough to jump off the roof of my house and pretend I can fly.
Blooper reel? Just send them our blooper reel?
Yeah, this summer, coming to a YouTube near you.
Yeah.
The audition tape of DJ and Jeremy for Hawk and Dove on the DC TV.
Right here.
Any other theories?
No.
I don't know. It's hard to theorize on this show because it's all over the place. Like, not all over the place in a bad way. It's just like they have
unpredictable.
more freedom. Yeah, there you go. Solid episode for me. Loved it.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset that we have to wait a week, but it's worth it.
Yes, very much so.
So with that being said, you guys, we'll see you in Arrow. All right, so the final part we'll be talking about Arrow. This episode was titled The Sin Eater. You guys can catch the speed show right here. One sentence.
Cupid and the putty tats.
Okay, that was a good one. That was actually a really good one. I'll second that. So much happened in this episode.
Everything happens.
Oliver and Diggle finally found Prometheus's alleged mother.
Yeah.
I don't think that he has anything to do with Claiborne, honestly. I think
If
it's
so,
just like
that's just so weird.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a character that's very tied to Oliver.
Yeah. So he visits the mother. She says that she hasn't seen her son in 4 years. I mean, the timelines match up that he could be Prometheus. But
Yeah.
she doesn't give any info on who he is. And Oliver's like, I don't have any info because he erased himself from all of existence.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm not telling you anything because the freaking Arrow's a dick. And she killed I know I'm the mistress, but she killed the guy I love. And she kicks him out, basically. And she's like, whatever my son's doing is because of that Arrow dude. And I think that's pretty harsh, you know? Oliver got hit on so many sides this episode.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but feel bad for him because all he's trying to do is just like do the right thing, but he can't because everything's just kind of like falling apart around him.
Yeah, and then when things seem to fall into place,
Yeah.
another thing arises and it's just like...
Not
It's
even
screwed.
Yeah, not even just him as the vigilante. It's also him as mayor.
Yeah.
He's about to be impeached, people.
This should not happen.
Yeah.
This guy is a good man.
Yes. Yeah, getting into Team Arrow. So they're trying to stop
The trio.
Yeah, Chen Wei,
Shanaway. Warner.
Liza Warner, yeah, and
Cutter.
Carrie Cutter, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call them again? Cupid and the Pussycats?
Putty tats.
Putty Tat. Okay,
Yeah.
Cupid and the Putty Tats are out on the streets making a ruckus and everything, trying to find the depository, which is
Yeah.
apparently the money that
That's a lot of money.
Tobias Church had left
Yeah.
somewhere.
100 million.
That is a lot. And so basically Team Arrow's trying to figure out where that is so that they could get to it before they get their hands on it, because they're just going to hire a bunch of criminals to do dirty work around the city.
Yeah.
And then you got Team Arrow's office having to worry about keeping a secret from Susan, and Lance is trying to like integrate himself back into actually helping, and he thinks he's responsible for these three getting out, but he's not.
More so Warren.
Yeah.
Or Warner.
Because, you know, she had a police ties and she thought what she was doing was right because, you know,
Yeah.
just all for justice in just all the wrong places, though.
Yeah, that's...
And
I don't get her mentality.
I do, but it's so far that way.
Twisted, though.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's right about certain things, but she's too far that way. She doesn't have an open mind on this side. Lance learned how to be open-minded. He was like that before.
Okay.
For vigilantes, because she just doesn't view any person that's like outside of the law, even though they're doing the right thing. She doesn't view them as a person that's helping. She just views them as a person abusing the system.
Yeah, but what she's doing is not helping. It's
Yeah, that's where your
it's just helping herself.
yeah, that's where your opinion on her kicks in, because it makes sense. It doesn't make sense because he's so far that way.
Yeah.
It's funny because Adrian, we know he's vigilante, but it's crazy to see him like try to step up in a big way to prove the Green Arrow's innocent.
Yeah.
Because Captain Pike, the new captain of the SCPD, who we haven't seen in a while, I think the last time we saw him was when Lance got fired, and that was like last season. He gets tipped off by an anonymous person who we know is Prometheus.
Yeah.
Saying that the Green Arrow was the one who killed Billy Malone. So that was the whole thing that he was trying to deal with on top of the three escapees. And then you got Susan William you got Susan asking Oliver if he's the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
So Felicity and Thea take that matter into their own hands and get her fired.
That's gonna... Well, that already kind of bit them in the ass at the end of the episode.
She's going back to like the old Thea.
Yeah, and she's going back to the old Felicity.
Yeah. Which could be a good thing if they used it for the right reasons, but right here, we get it. But at the same time, Susan kind of had it coming because she was like prodding into something that she probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. But that's repercussions.
Yeah, because the thing is, if she wasn't a reporter, I wouldn't be as freaked as somebody else knowing his identity. But she's a reporter, so she's going to have to draw the line somewhere on what she can say and she can't.
Yeah.
Or it makes it hard for me, at least, to feel bad for her. I actually didn't feel bad that she got fired. You know what I'm saying? Because she pried too far into something that she does not understand.
Yeah.
Because what is she going to do when Oliver says, yeah, I'm the Green Arrow? You know? She'll be like, oh, we're done. I'm going to tell everybody. And I have all the evidence pointing that you...
And you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a theory on what will happen to her later. But one of them actually played out throughout this episode. So, yeah, getting back to the whole story, I like the Cupid and the Putty Tats. I hope we see them again. They're kind of like the version of the Gotham City Sirens a little bit.
Oh, okay.
In their own way. Captain Pike is cool, you know.
He's an understanding man.
There's no way in hell that he did not think that wasn't Oliver as a Green Arrow, because he said exactly the same thing Oliver said as Mayor to him.
Yeah, he's like, are you Oliver? Hey, Oliver. And then he's, what? No.
What do you say? He's
I'm
like,
Green Arrow.
Funny thing is, the mayor said that or something.
Yeah.
Diggle was there. Dinah got sworn into the SPD.
Yeah.
Very cool.
She's starting to take up the mantle.
Yeah. And Quentin gave her his blessing.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play more of like a father role for her. And
yeah,
same thing
I
to
saw
like
it
Thea.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to start looking at her like it's Laurel.
It's another daughter, yeah.
Because both of them are gone. Sarah can't even send a damn postcard.
I just wanted the actual comic book storyline to play out, just because I still kind of want Oliver and Laurel, but...
Yeah, but Laurel's they keep telling us
she's dead. Yeah, it's time to move on.
Literally,
I'm starting to accept it.
Every chance they get, Laurel's dead. She's not coming back. She's dead. She's in the ground. Did I tell you that she's dead? Like, that's what they do to us every single time someone like Black Siren comes through.
Hey, just in case.
Oh yeah.
Laurel's dead.
Yeah, we didn't get that, Arrow Riders. You just have to put it throughout the episode. Laurel's dead. That's not Laurel. Laurel's dead. She's in the ground. That's not Laurel. She looks like her, but that's not her. It's okay. They're kind of making up for it with Dinah. I like her. And the thing is, she's a little closer to how Oliver and Laurel should be in the comics. She's not like as easy to get, I guess. Like, not to say that girls are easy to get for Oliver, but I'm saying is she combats him, which is exactly what Black Canary is. She's the direct opposite of him.
Okay.
They don't fall in love like that quickly. It takes time for them to build trust.
Yeah.
And right now he's got Susan Williams, but hopefully that will change, you know, going down the line. Yeah, so they stop the three. I don't know what they do with the depository. Maybe they give it
stash it away.
Yeah, the government, and Oliver uses that money. Oliver said no to Thea and Felicity, and he's concerned over his sister doing such shady things. I guess we would be too, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what's up with her. There's something going on with her. She's acting weird.
I mean, this time it's kind of understandable because she already had some sort of hate towards Susan.
Yeah, I guess, and she was just trying to protect her brother. So there's two sides. I guess. Trouble's not over, even after the three are...
It's never over.
Taken in, because what happens at the end there?
Oliver is involved in a scandal.
Yes. Which is the falsification of the autopsy reports of Billy's death done by his administration, allegedly. So they're calling for...
I'm screwed. I'm gonna just bounce out before I get caught.
I'm about to make a joke, but I don't know if I'll get flack for this. But
do it.
He's probably like,
I dare you.
He's like, who worried about impeaching me? Impeach Trump.
We just lost half of our subscriber base.
Nah, I know you guys are all nice people.
Yeah, but understanding.
Yeah,
it's
Oliver
a joke.
might be impeached, which is kind of scary. But at the same time, it wouldn't be the worst thing because now he can focus on being a vigilante and maybe starting a business to fund his arrow dealing.
Yeah,
I guess. But I guess it's separate.
Oh, maybe that 100 million will go back to
the arrow.
Oh no, what's that called? Palmer Tech.
Oh, Palmer Tech. Oh, okay, yeah.
And get Queen Consolidated back.
Yeah. You see the irony of that? Oliver started the ACU and then they nearly arrested him as the Green Arrow.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? It's like Arrow. Then we have the flashbacks. Basically what happened there was Oliver tried to save Anatoly from getting murdered in the hospital he was in.
Yeah.
And he killed most of Gregor's men, but Gregor got Anatoly at gunpoint, pointing a gun at his head.
Uh-oh.
And it's obviously he's gonna live because he's in
still
the
there.
future.
Yeah.
But hopefully we see Talia again because we didn't get nothing. And I think that's pretty much where we leave off in that episode.
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
Easter egg.
Opal City. That's where Prometheus' mother is from.
I think that's the only thing I wrote down. Oh, the suit? I mean the mask? No, nothing. I lied.
Oh yeah. What?
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
The mask that Laurel wore?
Yeah, sorry.
What is it? A visor? I forgot what there's like a name for those masks.
I don't even know.
But yeah, Black Canary or Dinah suited up this episode, which is pretty cool. They all go through a phase of having terrible first outfits, so it'll change. He even had a wooden bow staff. Like it looked like they broke it off of a broom.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Dinah Drake, her son is Tim Drake.
Jeremy really wants Dinah's
son to be Tim Drake. She's got the same mask and a bow staff. I
would accept it only as long as Oliver was his father.
Sure.
He doesn't have any kid.
We don't know that.
The dude from before. Was her only like family, because remember she said she doesn't have anybody else.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what his name was.
What if it's her brother?
Oh, Tim. I'm down with it. But yeah,
And he's like an older version of Robin.
I'll be down to see any version of Robin in this series. It would make
Please.
sense.
Oh,
for
Nightwing.
Here. Yeah, Nightwing or Tim Drake or Red
Please.
Robin. Any other ones or Easter eggs?
I got none.
Yeah, I think that's it. What do we see in the preview for next episode?
Vigilante is going after Oliver Queen.
Yes, that is called fighting
Yes.
fire with fire.
He has like this type of voice.
Yeah, because it sounds like his thing is like cheap.
His voice changer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like he got parts from like the dollar store and put it together. Just like on purpose, because like you can't recognize his voice at all.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Justice, I'm gonna go after the mayor because he's corrupting.
Yeah.
And Oliver's like, he says it as himself, not as Green Arrow. He's like, you want me? Come get me, or something like that.
Yeah.
He's bleeding. Oliver should really stop riding limos because every time he's inside of them, he gets jacked
That's
up.
bad news, yeah.
And yeah, so it looks like it's a one-on-one between them.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see Prometheus at all in that
No.
trailer, so I'm getting kind of antsy. Hopefully Ragman and Artemis come back. Maybe that's where Ragman went. Maybe he went to go find her.
Ah.
Like maybe set her straight or something.
Yeah.
And maybe take a vacation with the Rag so they would wake up.
Lay him out on the beach.
Yeah.
You guys need some sun.
I guess we could start theorizing then.
Sure, go ahead.
We're still going to keep our same people who we think is Prometheus. We don't need to explain the reasons why, but we have Tommy, Earth 2, Robert Queen, Alternate Earth Oliver, Future Oliver.
What if it's Roy?
Roy Harper, some sort of version of Oliver who was born through Talia and was grown in a factory. We were kind of right
Prometheus is
about
Tim Drake.
we were kind of right about Billy being Prometheus, but he was just wearing the suit.
Yeah.
So yeah, people think Lance is, but you should look beyond the physicality. But what we know is that Prometheus is smaller than Oliver.
Yeah.
Quentin is a lot bigger than Oliver, and he's around Roy and Tommy's size. Like average size dude, but he built like a tank.
Yeah.
And those are the only people that are, fit the description. Unless Talia's like juiced up like hell.
Yeah.
I don't see it being a girl underneath that mask, honestly. I know some people think that that's the case, but I don't think so. Yeah.
I know this is out there, but what if we all thought that Adrian Chase was Vigilante, but what if he's actually Prometheus and he's the son of the, what's her name? That lady, Claiborne's son?
That would be crazy.
And
Then
he's
who the
just,
hell's...
like this is his version of Justice, is taking down Oliver.
Oh, so it's like he wants to do it himself. Vigilante's like it's kind of like Hunter Zolomon posing as Jay Garrick.
Yeah.
Throw people off.
And Prometheus is still that same dude.
Blow my mind, man. That's a good theory right there. So Adrian may be Prometheus, but using the guise of Vigilante tries to throw off everybody once he's unmasked.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of like a Hunter Zolomon move right there. It's
Yeah.
like master manipulator. But I can see, yeah, he's around the same size too. He's around the same height and build.
Yeah.
The thing now that we need to see is them in a room together. That way it could like either say that it is him or it's
not. Yeah.
Or maybe Adrian has a twin brother.
Maybe.
And it's Roy Harper. Any other theories?
After that, no.
I just really hope by the end of this series, like they go back to, or they have Green Arrow and Black Canary Endgame. That's what I hope.
Yes.
And I hope Diggle lives forever, and his son becomes Connor Hawk, and then we see like that's the very last thing.
Oh yeah,
all of them
dude.
together.
Oliver's son is Tim Drake with Dinah, right? And then him and Connor Hawk, they do like a team up.
That would be sick. That's their legacy.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I think that's it, right? For theories?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully also, what's her name? Thea suits up again, because I saw her in a preview somewhere. She was suited up.
I hope Quentin is alright. No, that'd be sick if he became the mayor of Star City.
Yeah, if Oliver has to step down, that'd be awesome. Hopefully Oliver doesn't get impeached, but if he does end up getting impeached, then it's for the best. It's for a good reason. You can't really dedicate your time being the Green Arrow and mayor.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
And yeah, final thoughts?
I liked the episode.
Good
I
episode?
like Cupid and the Putty Tats.
Yeah, they're awesome and they're nice to look at.
Yeah, especially Cupid.
Yeah. Which one was your favorite episode? Which one was your favorite episode out of the 4?
I think my episode of the week.
Top 2.
Okay. Episode of the week would go to Flash.
Yep, I'm just gonna agree with you there.
Supergirl.
Yep, there you go. It goes Flash, Supergirl, Arrow, then Legends.
Yeah, Cupid. Yes, Flash, Supergirl.
That's not like a best to worst. That's more of like the best to like as best as it can be.
Yeah.
Sort of list.
Bestest to best.
Yeah. So I guess we could get into the
hashtags.
Yes. So Supergirl.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready, Spirit of Bears?
Gorilla.
All right, let's do this.
Let's go.
For Supergirl.
Hashtag Mxy.
Breach.
T-Rex.
That's just
What?
weird. Come on, man.
What?
All right, so next hashtags for Flash. Hashtag banana.
Wild.
Gorilla.
Okay, that was actually pretty good. That was like on the spot. You said that sometime last week, dude. Next is the hashtag for Legends.
Hashtag trip.
Night.
Hot dog.
Okay, now you're just being silly, man. And the next hashtag is for Arrow. Hashtag impeach.
Cupid.
Donkey.
Not bad, but still out there, man. So
I
that
kind of
means
like this.
you like that one?
Yeah, it's out there.
All these are out there. Spirit of Bear is his mind is out in the
We
stars.
cannot control
Yeah.
what he says.
So that being said, you guys go leave a comment down below what you thought about all the episodes, guys. And if you enjoyed, please go leave a like. Oh, Bears, go mention here. Okay.
Come over to my channel where we figure out exactly how to make your own Philosopher's Stone. We don't actually know how, but we do have a tutorial videos, so that's kind of cool, right? It's something. It's a good. Just come check me out, please.
Be sure to check out our creators' code as well as social links down below. And thank you guys again for watching this 4th episode of the Justice Clubhouse Podcast.
Yes, be sure to leave that in the hashtag as well.
Hashtag Justice Clubhouse Podcast.
I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Gorilla.